Welcome to the CISO Daily Update.
Cencora data breach exposes U.S. patient info from 11 drug companies. A February 2024 cyber attack on Cencora, formerly AmerisourceBergen, resulted in a data breach affecting patient information from 11 major pharmaceutical companies. With a global presence and 2023 revenue of $262 billion, the Pennsylvania-based pharmaceutical services provider reported data exfiltration and unauthorized access to its systems. Impacted firms include Novartis, Bayer, AbbVie, Regeneron, Genentech, Incyte, Sumitomo Pharma, Acadia, GlaxoSmithKline, Endo Pharmaceuticals, and Dendreon. Data exposed includes names, addresses, health diagnoses, medications, and prescriptions. Although no data misuse has been reported, Cencora offers impacted individuals 2 years of free identity protection and credit monitoring through Experian. MITRE December 2023 attack. Threat actors created rogue VMs to evade detection. Threat actors identified as the China-linked nation-state actor, UNC5221, exploited zero-day vulnerabilities in Ivanti Connect Secure to breach MITRE Corporation systems in January 2024. To evade detection and maintain control, they created rogue virtual machines within MITRE's VMware environment. MITRE discovered the breach in April 2024 and launched an investigation with the support of third-party forensic experts. The attackers used compromised vCenter server access to deploy a web shell, enabling SSH connections and persistent control via malicious payloads. MITRE implemented various response measures, including scripts to detect hidden VMs. Fake AV websites used to distribute InfoStealer malware. In April 2024, Trellix Advanced Research Center researchers uncovered fake antivirus websites distributing InfoStealer malware disguised as legitimate products from Avast, Bitdefender, and Malwarebytes. These sites, including avastsecuredownload.com, bitdefenderapp.com, and malwarebytes.pro, hosted sophisticated malicious files such as APK, EXE, and RAR installers. The malware could read SMS messages, track location, and steal information. Trellix provided indicators of compromise but did not identify the threat actors responsible. Arc browser's Windows launch, targeted by Google Ads Malvertising. Cybercriminals launched a Google Ads Malvertising campaign targeting the release of the Arc browser for Windows, tricking users into downloading malware-laden installers. This campaign exploited Google's ad platform to display legitimate URLs, redirecting users to typo-squatted sites that mimic the official Arc website. Clicking the download button led to a Trojanized installer from Mega, which installed malware named bootstrap.exe and jrweb.exe onto victims' systems. These malicious files ran stealthily, making detection difficult. Malwarebytes discovered the use of Mega's API for command and control operations and suggested the malware might be an info stealer. Users are advised to avoid promoted search results, verify download sources, and scan files with up-to-date antivirus tools. Hackers phish finance orgs using Trojanized Minesweeper clone. Hackers, attributed to the threat actor UAC0188, are targeting European and US financial organizations by using Python code from a Minesweeper game clone to hide malicious scripts. This attack involves downloading the SuperOps RMM software for unauthorized remote access and starts with a phishing email from support@patientdocsmail.com, urging recipients to download a file from Dropbox. The file contains seemingly benign Minesweeper code and a malicious base64 encoded string that decodes to install SuperOps RMM. This method conceals the malware and evades detection, allowing hackers to control compromised systems. CertUA advises organizations not using SuperOps RMM to treat its presence as an indicator of compromise and has provided additional IOCs for detection. Newly discovered ransomware uses BitLocker to encrypt victim data. Security researchers found ShrinkLocker, a new ransomware surge that uses Windows' built-in BitLocker full-disk encryption functionality to encrypt victims' data. ShrinkLocker modifies disk partitions, disables BitLocker protections, produces an encryption key, and encrypts non-boot partitions with BitLocker. Decrypting disks without the attacker's provided key is highly challenging. To reduce risks, organizations should take the following actions. Use strong endpoint protection, configure BitLocker with strong passwords and secure recovery key storage, limit user privileges, enable traffic logging and monitoring, log script execution events, and perform frequent offline backups. Experts find flaw in replicate AI service exposing customers' models and data. Cybersecurity researchers uncovered a critical security flaw in the AI-as-a-service provider Replicate, potentially exposing proprietary AI models and its customers' sensitive information. The flaw, detailed by Wiz, stems from the packaging of AI models in formats that allow arbitrary code execution that could be exploited for cross-tenant attacks. Researchers created a malicious cog container to execute remote code on Replicate's infrastructure. This exploit leveraged a TCP connection with a Redis server in a Kubernetes cluster to insert rogue tasks, threatening AI model integrity and exposing sensitive data. The issue was responsibly disclosed in January 2024 and has been patched by Replicate. CVE 2024-5148 GNOME Remote Desktop Vulnerability exposes sensitive information. A critical vulnerability has been discovered in GNOME Remote Desktop versions 46.0 and 46.1, allowing unauthorized local users to expose sensitive information and gain unauthorized access to remote desktop sessions. The vulnerability stems from an unauthenticated dbus interface, enabling local attackers to intercept private SSL keys, obtain system credentials, and hijack socket connections of RDP clients in the handover state. This compromises the integrity and privacy of RDP connections, potentially leading to denial of service attacks or establishment of crafted RDP sessions. Organizations and individuals using affected versions are strongly advised to update to version 46.2 or later immediately. The bug fix restricts access to the handover interface, mitigating the risk of exploitation. NSA releases guidance on zero trust maturity to secure application from attackers. The National Security Agency released new guidance on advancing zero trust maturity for the application and workload pillar, aimed at securing applications from unauthorized access and continuously monitoring workloads under a comprehensive zero trust framework. The guidance recommends progressively achieving never trust, always verify capabilities, such as stringent authentication, granular access control, and reduced attack surfaces through secure development practices and least privilege controls. By enhancing visibility, reducing risks, and mitigating application threats, this guidance helps organizations mature their cybersecurity protections and operations over time through incremental zero trust implementation efforts. Best Buy and Geek Squad were most impersonated orgs by scammers in 2023. According to data from the Federal Trade Commission, Best Buy and its Geek Squad repair service were the most impersonated organizations by scammers in 2023, accounting for 52,000 reported cases, 39% of the top 10. However, scammers impersonating Microsoft were the most financially successful, netting around $60 million from victims. Other commonly impersonated companies included Amazon, PayPal, and Publishers Clearinghouse. The FTC advised being cautious of requests for cryptocurrency, gift cards, or specific payment methods, and always verify the identity of those soliciting payments to avoid falling victim to these prevalent impersonation scams targeting well-known brands.
Thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe to our newsletter at CISOHeadlines.com. Until next time, stay curious.